I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, hey, hey.
De vacaciones, todos los días me paso en hoteles y aviones. Hey, de vacaciones, todos los días me paso en hoteles y aviones.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
Día es de fiesta, de alcohol María en la dieta. Tengo estamina como atleta. Esto es un party de John Z. Todo el mundo anda ruleta. Echa las maletas porque mañana cojo un avión pa' la puñeta. Dame de esos rositas en la receta. Una moñita de esa capeta. Hey, de vacaciones, todos los días me paso en hoteles y aviones.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day.
Illuminate my future bright, so thankful for everything. Rejuvenating my inner light as I work hard for all I need. Open arms, embracing life and all of which you gave to me. Hard work, it pays off, I'm happy now, it's paying me. Close my eyes sometimes and feel as if I float away. I love the life I live and enjoy the ride along the way. I'll make a living out of living, yeah, that's what I say. I got one life to live and I wouldn't live in no other way.
De vacaciones, todos los días me paso en hoteles y aviones.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Everybody sour like a lemon tree. I'm just smiling down upon my enemies. Do the shit and love it on a daily. You say you hate your job, but you'll never leave, never leave. That ain't gonna be me, that ain't gonna be me. My brother called me up, said he saw me on TV. I said it wasn't easy, but right now I'm living breezy. Build this engine from the ground up, now my hands, they ain't so greasy, feel me? Daily, daily, get to do the shit I love up on a daily. Every single day, cause I love my occupation.
De vacaciones,
You don't like your license, you should go and change it.
de vacaciones cogemos el
Airbnb, villas y mansiones, bien borracha cantando todas las canciones, noches de alcohol, bien llenos los jarrones. Every single day, every single day. Every single day, every single day. Hey. GM, everybody, and welcome to this another episode of a Degen Forest Bitcoin technical analysis. We're coming live on the Twitter timeline. We're coming live on Facebook. We're coming live on YouTube. We're coming live on kick.com. And we are also coming live in our latest edition, LinkedIn. So no matter how you are tuning in, get ready for the show packed of value. So sit back and relax, because today we're gonna talk about a lot. Today we're gonna cover the Bitcoin compass. Yes, baby. Today we're going to hold nothing back. We're going to take our time and we're going to explain every single line, every single zone, every single thing that you see on this chart. So sit back, relax, grab your cup of coffee, and as you do so, make sure that you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the follow button, the retweet button, all the buttons, because that's how you tell people, the people in their timeline, that this is the content. You want to push throughout the algorithm. You're telling the algorithm, hey, this is the analysis, this is the live stream, this is the content that brings the mojo, the vibe, the energy, and the value to all the community members in Twitter, YouTube, Kick.com, or no matter how you are receiving the message. So make sure you will see some buttons below. Hit them up. Find a place around your house with less spend. I don't know how much. I am ready. I must say this. I'm ready to deliver the Web3 Morning Motivation Show at 8. At 8. I will try to cut it before that, but if I'm feeling hot and we're going over, we're going over. Or maybe could also be that, I do things quick. I'm able to explain everything in a way that is faster, quick, and easy, and maybe we don't even get to 8 a.m. So I'm ready for both scenarios. You should be ready for both as well, all right? So sit back, relax, let's enjoy some time together. Let's have some fun because, oh man, there's so much going on. But before we get into the compass, we need to look at the bubbles. We need to look at the crypto bubbles. We need to see how the market is doing by the hour. Today we see that, what is this? What is this coin right here? Let me look into this real quick. This is the graph. Oh yeah, I invested in the graph when it first came out in the last cycle or the cycle prior to that. I know that they're an API. They're trying to compete with Chainlink. Off top of my head, I'm pretty sure that they're way more than just that. But just off top of my head, so they're just a data API, the graph, and they're pumping. They're pumping today. Wednesday, May 31st, last day of the month, baby. Today is the last day of the month. And we're getting ready. There was a deal already on the debt ceiling. We know that. And we know how things are pumping. So, now is on decision time. Every time that there is like a reach of a major decision, such as the one of the debt ceiling, the market will go in downwards, especially on things like this, because they're literally telling you we're going to spend more money. And everybody's looking at it and saying, how? You don't even have, the Fed doesn't even have an attractive T-bill that can show us even now. They will have to print and create demand for that. Very complex things. I happen to understand them for some reason. I guess being in this space since 2013 and doing so much and always reading and putting information in this brain, for somehow I know these things. But the reality is the reality. The market will do what the market do, and that's why today you're here to learn about the compass. Today you need to learn about the compass, because it's the compass, the one that will show you the route, the one that will show you the way, the one that will tell you where you are exactly in the cycle. Where is that you are? Because when you look at the bubbles, when you look at things like the bubbles, and you look at things like this, basically you're not gonna be able to appreciate the market in a short term. When we look at the bubbles, we're really looking at the daily. You can go by the week, and by the week there's a mixed sentiment depending on the coin you're looking at, of course. By the month, of course, but the bubbles, I like to look at them by the day, because it tells me how the market is feeling today. You know what I mean? How the market is feeling today. That's all we want to know. Today the market is feeling bearish. That's today. Not because we don't believe in the space, but that's just the sentiment of the market coming into this last day of the month. And there's a monthly candle close today. There is a lot of eyes on the next decision coming from the Fed. We spoke about that, I think, yesterday in the Web3 Morning Motivation Show. No, we spoke about the Biden tax cut. The show before that, we spoke about that specific topic, about, the minute there was a deal reached, we came live on the next day, we told you about it, and then I gave my opinion on what I think the market was going to be doing, due to the fact that, there's now eyes on that big next decision. And you can see that it's reflected on the bubbles. But today is a very special show. We want to show you a couple things. We want you to learn about the compass, but you need to understand that the news does not stop in the crypto space, and there are several key developments that you, as a Degen ape, if you are a member of our community, you have to be especially very well aware. I want all my apes in the house. If you're an ape in the house, start throwing some hearts. Just start tapping that. You're in the live stream. Can I get into the? I might be able to get in. I might be able to see it today. Guess what? I might be able to see it. I also have to do something else real quick before we kick in. Oh, no problem, guys. Like I told you, grab your coffee because we're gonna be here for a minute. Because I want to show you all of these. But if you are an ape, we got a poll going up. You need to go to Twitter. We're going to be changing the schedule. See, I can't see it here, but I need to lower the volume. Throw some hearts if you can see me live. We're coming on both places. We're coming on both accounts. We are at the Degen Forest account. We are also at the my account, my personal account, the founder account, the Degen Ape account, 0x Degen Ape and 0x Degen Forest. Let me do this real quick so that we can get right back into action. So this will take me literally just 1 second. Do that. It's safe. We're done. And I got everybody's trying to talk to me. Okay, I got. That's good. Throw some. I can see it. I can see your beautiful hearts. Look at that. It becomes a rainbow when you throw some hearts. So back into here, because you need to be paying close attention, guys. You gotta be paying close attention to what's going on in the market, because there are new developments. You can now migrate, yes, Ethereum NFTs into the Bitcoin chain using BRC, the new one and only. I was waiting for this. I was talking about BRC20s and I was in the back of my mind, if we got BRC20s, that means that BRC 721 should be coming soon. That was in the back of my mind, and guess what? We are the first channel to proudly report, because here is where you get the information. Here is where you are always at the edge of what is truly happening in the space. And that is something that you cannot afford to lose, because unless you know what are the new toys of the next cycle and what are the things that are going to be revolutionizing post BTC halving, I mean, you're not going to find these on the bigger channels. The bigger channels will be talking about this maybe in a month from now. For example, there's a bigger channel. I've been telling you guys since February, for all our OGs who have been here, I've been telling you since February that the bottom was in, that I was buying the bottom on November and December, and I even explained why and how is that I am capable of doing this. I was telling you this, and just now one of the bigger channels, I saw that it was coming on saying, oh yeah, I think we're finally out of, the grave. And I'm like, I've been saying that, and I think that ordinals will be the next big thing. Oh, really? You're now finding out that ordinals are a thing? Oh my God. 1 week, one day in crypto is like 1 week in real life. 1 week is like 1 month in real life, and 1 month is like 1 year. In real life, these guys move in real life time. We move on crypto time. You need to understand that. Because you just arrived to the right channel. And if you're just visiting, you're just passing by, you see this crazy monkey on the internet, just know this is a channel that brings the value and the true tangible knowledge to you each and every single morning and each and every single Wednesday. If you want to help us with the new schedule. There's a new schedule for the channel. It's a new schedule. So please, I need you to give me the options that you like best, okay? So guess what? Now there's Ethereum's moving into Bitcoin, and you can do that via the new BRC20 1E standard. Ethereum undisputed dominance in the NFT industry has remained unchallenged since the inception of the digital asset. Many competitors have emerged over the years, offering exciting solutions, yet none have been able to dethrone Ethereum's reign. However, with Bitcoin's resurgence in the NFT sector, and Ethereum's supremacy could be under threat. Bitcoin, the reigning king of cryptocurrencies, have swiftly ascended the ranks, securing the second spot in the market within a few months. You guys don't understand how significant it is. Not even Solana is the most beloved NFT chain, right? But it could not dethrone Ethereum. There's a reason why at the Forest we are in Ethereum. People ask me, why are you in Ethereum? You know, there are reasons. All the development, all the tools, everything comes first to Ethereum. You want to be first to every single development. Now, Bitcoin is just right underneath, and we are keeping an eye. Oh, yeah. We're keeping an eye, because now with Bitcoin positioning itself, the grandpa is waking up. And everybody loves the grandpa because it's the store of value, and the way that NFTs work, it's a whole new technology. I will have to do educational pieces only about the ordinals, artifacts, BRC20s, BRC721s, and all these technologies separately, so that you guys understand how different are NFTs on Bitcoin versus NFTs on Ethereum. But Nonetheless, Bitcoin has swiftly ascended the ranks, securing the second spot in the market within a few months now. The network is set on overthrowing Ethereum's long-standing supremacy in the NFT industry. How is planning to do so? By enabling the migration of Ethereum NFTs into its network. A seismic shift. On Friday, May 30th, that's yesterday, guys, okay? Ordinals Market, the largest Bitcoin NFT market, in collaboration with NFT collection Miladies. Do you guys know them by chance? Ugly as fuck, but they're doing some interesting things. I can tell you that much. They jointly published the BRC 721E standard, allowing users to migrate ERC721 NFTs to Bitcoin. The new protocol is a game changer and could signal a seismic shift in the NFT landscape by allowing Bitcoin to reign supreme. However, Bitcoin can do that. Before Bitcoin can do that, it's important to know that BRC 712E protocol is still in its... No, it's 721. They have a typo there. See, that's an editorial typo right here. And I am the king of typos. I can tell you that much. It's important to note the BRC 721E protocol is still in its early stages. Nevertheless, NFTs on Bitcoin have been spreading like wildfire. According to Dune Analytics, users have inscribed over 10 million ordinals on the network and have generated over $44 million in fees, a 200% increase since the first week of May. Guys, this is so huge. This is so huge. I cannot overstate how significant the shift into Bitcoin is. Not that NFTs and Ethereum and all the things that are happening on Ethereum will cease to exist. That will never happen because Ethereum is so far ahead in the Web3 toolkit development, right? There's so much infrastructure built already on Ethereum that it's going to be very hard for Bitcoin is long away from reaching Ethereum's level of Web3 level of development. You know, Bitcoin is just the blockchain, right? That we all know, 10-minute blocks. Just because of that fact alone, there's several things that Bitcoin will not be able to do that Ethereum does. Nonetheless, right now, the sentiment, we do three analysis here. We do the fundamental analysis, that's the one that I love and adore, the one that I live by. What problem are you solving? What is your business model? Fundamentals. Number 2, technical analysis. That's what we're here for, to learn about the compass. Number 3, then we have sentimental analysis. That is the one that drives the market. That is the one that pushes. That is the one that is irrational. That is the one that does not care about the other two. That's why you have things like Pepe. Make sense? That move only on branding. With that said, when you have the perfect combination of the 3 solid fundamentals, solid technicals, and solid sentiment, that's the formula that creates the fire that ignites bull cycles that can take us to the moon and beyond. And you need to understand that. So let's get into the Bitcoin Compass. Let's talk about it. Because it's very important that you guys understand what is truly happening here. We're going to be going over every zone that you see on this chart, okay? So sit back, sip on your coffee. Black, no sugar, raised by me in Honduras. That's my only eccentricity. I cultivate my own coffee, and I only drink coffee that I cultivate and roast myself. I love my coffee. Either way, back to here. So guess what? So we're going to be talking about every single line. But I want to show you something that have been happening because we have been paying close attention to this move. So before we go into the compass, I want to give a little update of what is being going on this actual move. We have been analyzing the crawl, what we have deemed as the crawl out of the grave move. This is the crawl out of the grave. This is November, December. This is when I was buying. I was buying here. October 31st is when I started purchasing. I bought this candle, by the way. I bought here, then I bought here, and I bought here, every single week, all the way until December 31st. Where's December 31st? December 31st. I stopped buying. How did I know that? You will learn here on this show how is that I was able to time this. And I have been doing so. Since 2013. Oh, you want to know? I'll show you. But this is the crawl out of the grave of the current move. Our target is sitting here. This is a pre-BTC halving. The BTC halving is taking place on April-ish next year. April-ish because it's by block, it's not by date. We will know it's more for sure date once we get closer to April next year. But for now, we know April, May is where we at. I'm thinking it's early, second week of April-ish is where my target is at for the halvening. With that target in mind, I have the 5-wave. In this channel we use Elliott wave. We use Elliott wave and Fibonacci trend extensions. Actually, let me draw one Fibonacci trend. You see, everybody uses Fibonacci retracements. We're no longer in a bear market. That's what I tell people, and I love my Fibonacci trend extension because it gives me 3 points of data control. So it gave me, I gotta take it from the bottom of the 0 to the top of the 1 to the bottom of the 2. This is our wave 2 here, and I'm drawing that horribly wrong. Let me zoom in. I'm falling blind. Let me make sure I draw this correctly. Because if I don't draw the lines correctly, then I will not have an accurate read of the tool. So right here, we try to break above. We found a stop at 100, stop at 100. We did try to break. We were not able to close above. We hold it. We found other horizontal resistance, and we came back down. So crawl out of the grave move for Bitcoin. Where's the bottom of the tool right there? All right. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we are closing our 4 officially, and we are starting our wave 5. But how is that I was able to time this so perfectly? How is, I've been telling you guys this, and I want to show you guys what is that we have been talking about on this channel for a few. Actually, let me go to the 5th. Let's go to what I was talking on the 10th. So on the 10th of May, so today is the 31st. I'm gonna show you a clip from the 10th, right? From the 10th. And I want you to watch this clip so that you guys can see what I was telling you about this move before the move actually took place. Because talking about something already happened in the past, anybody can do that. But being able to see into the future by just looking at the charts with proper fundamental and technical analysis and sentimental analysis, that's very hard. So let me show you what I was doing back then, and we're gonna come right back. Zoom out and you'll see it. When in doubt, zoom out. So now I think that this is not our ABC anymore. It's no longer our ABC, and we're printing it like that, like this. Here you go. This is our A, B, and then we're gonna come look for the C, and the C can come all the way down to this 200 moving average. That's the reality right here. That's the move. That's the move that's happening. Key level to be watching right now. We do not want to lose this average. The 200 moving. Let's go back to the weekly. Zoom out so you can see it more closely, more easily. We don't want to lose that one. That one right here. That's the one that we don't want to lose. It's that simple. We zoom out and you'll see it. When in doubt, zoom out. So now, actually, I think that this is not our ABC anymore. Let me pause it. Why it didn't continue? It was really good. I want to step ahead. That's the reality right here. Because I do continue to speak even more. That's the move that's happening. Key level to be watching right now. We do not want to lose this average. The 200 moving. Let's go back to the weekly. Zoom out so you can see it more closely, more easily. We don't want to lose that one. That one right here. That's the one that we don't want to lose. It's that simple. We regain it again here with this dragonfly doji and this engulfing candle. We want to remain, no matter what happens, no matter what we do, no matter what, the bulls must remain in control for all our accounts and everything to continue to be valid. If you want all the count, if you want the roadmap, everything we're doing here to be valid, everything depends of this move right here. Now, if we come to the 200 and we touch it, pay attention, we kiss it from the top, that will be a perfect technical retest on the weekly. Look at that. Imagine that this candle next week we come here and we touch this. It will mean the momentary short-term, bearish, short-term, everybody wrecked. But it's long-term bullish. And that's what we care, because we're here to play the cycles, remember? So we are long-term bullish, and we don't want to lose this 200-day moving average. If we lose this, then we have to readjust the map. But we're not going to even ponder that idea until we allow the play. We got to let it play out. We got to wait, let it play out. But this is what is likely. That's it. That's what is likely to happen. And I was telling you guys this, and I want you to look at this 3 weeks ago, before the move. Because telling you things after the move took place and readjusting an Elliott wave count, because Elliott wave is always looking back, right? And giving you the map forward of what is likely to happen. What is likely to happen based on what already took place. And that's why I love those type of scenarios, because it allows us to have a roadmap of what are the possibilities. And if you are not day trading, I don't day trade, I just buy bottoms and sell tops. And today, in this channel, yes, you will learn when you should be selling. What? Wait, what? Say that again. Yes. In this channel, you will learn when you will be selling. I am the only founder with the guts of telling everybody, because everybody will tell you when to buy. DCA in, bro. Oh, what? Buy the dip, bro. Yeah, everybody will tell you that, but when should you be selling? You will be learning on this today. Today, we're gonna be going over the compass. But I wanna go back again and show you, okay, this was 3 weeks ago. Were we talking about 3 weeks ago, right? So if this was 3 weeks ago, let's look at what I was talking about then on this is 2 weeks ago, 1 week after that move was literally sitting at the 200 moving average. So let's go ahead and take a look. Were we talking about last Wednesday? So last Wednesday we were looking at these 200. We were in the weekly chart, if you remember, right? And in the weekly chart we were looking at something very, very simple. That is the 200 moving average, right? So here's our 200 moving average. This is this red line, and that we managed to break above. So I told you guys, perfect technical analysis will say you break above, then you come and you retest the zone, and then you take off. So usually we want to see something that goes like that, then like that, test this line, and then it bounces off. That is what we want to see, and that is exactly what we're seeing. I don't know if you're noticing, but that's exactly what we're seeing. So and I told you guys, you know, we are doing that. Where we talking, that's it guys, that's it. As you can tell, as you can see, I came back 2 weeks ago in our Bitcoin technical analysis, following the move, readjusting, keeping an eye on everything, and I was with confidence telling you that's gonna bounce right here, because it must bounce. It's just technical analysis. The fundamentals have not changed, and the sentiments are just getting better and better every single day. So that was already telling me that we were going to bounce. Bounce, baby. And guess what? We did bounce. We did try. The bears did attempt it. The bears did try, but it couldn't close the candle. You must close the candle below the line. Wicking through the line, we can do that all day, every day. So now we just readjust. This is our new 4. Our C moves right there. That's our count 4 completed, and we're bouncing off the line. It's that simple. We're bouncing off the line, and we're gonna start printing. And this is the weekly chart. So actually, let me go down real quick on this one. This is the only chart I can go down to, the 4-hour chart. Let me get off the logs so that the count can be more proper, Because some people are looking at this, some Elliotians are looking at this right now saying, but wait a minute, we're looking at the logs. The log chart, yeah, that's for the compass. That's for the compass. But here you have the count, you got the ABC. Let me put it, yeah, we can put it right there. We're gonna find the 4 to be right at the wick of that candle right there if you wanna be more specific. And we are doing our 1, 2 right now. So right now we're doing a 1, 2. That's a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse to print this wave over. We may do something like this. We can bounce off the top of the tree, hopefully there, and take off to hit our 5. So we have a 5 wave impulse into the 5 because we completed our ABC. Maybe the count could be counted differently. There are a couple of ways you can count this. I am keeping the original ABC counts because in this channel I am aware that there are a lot of new people and I don't want to complicate how Elliott waves work. Usually if you understand a 5 wave and ABC retracement, you got the basic. You learn the rules on that. We can talk about several. There's a whole book. Actually, there's people that only dedicate their lives to become Elliottians, how they call themselves, right? Because they literally know how to count and they go from the 1 minute chart all the way up to the monthly chart, even to the yearly chart. They're doing all these counts. But for the sake of simplicity, for the sake of keeping things simple for all our viewers, I'm trying to deliver this analysis in a way that is consumable. That is more, digestible by the new mind, and or at least that is my goal. That is my hope. Okay. But with that said, we got a 1, 2, and we're gonna print it. We're gonna go all the way. We're writing this from the bottom. Let's go. So now let's talk about the chart. Let's talk about the compass. I gotta get back on log. I gotta do a couple things here to get back into place so that we can properly see this. See, I'm in the 4-hour chart. I gotta get back into the weekly chart so that we can properly take a look at what's going on here. So this is our Bitcoin compass, and we are about to get started in explaining how everything works. So get ready, sit back, got coffee. Let's do something. You cannot even see me here. Let me pull the camera back up. Let's do something. If you are guys, allow me, if you give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna go ahead and refill my coffee, but I'm gonna leave you while I do that. I hear some guys coming. I hear that they're called the Degen apes. I wonder who they are, but some people tell me that they live in a forest. Yes, they live in a forest, and they love to swing on top of the trees as kings of the forest, checking every single NFT, every coin, everything that is revolutionary, everything that is actually worth looking at. So I hear them coming. I wonder who they are. Here are the Degen apes.
New York City.
The Degen apes swinging from tree to tree as kings of the forest. Link is on my bio. If you want to get one and get access to the community, get access to the wallet. Have you seen the Degen wallet? The Degen wallet, we're releasing updates on the daily now. Yeah, Degen wallet on the daily. Look at this. We got our beautiful NFTs. We can even show, the NFT shows us as profile picture. You can see it there, maybe there. Yeah, you want to get your hands on this true digital asset management system. Yeah, you have to go check the link in my bio. All the information about everything, the website, the OpenSea, the Discord, the Degen Reply AI tool, the Degen wallet, the education corner. I think everything, literally everything. I think I may be missing stuff because we got so much stuff in our community, so much value for all our members. What else do we have here? Oh, we also have the pitch deck. Do you want to see the pitch deck? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead and check out our link in the bio if you want to learn about everything we're doing here at the Degen Forest. But now, without further ado, let's get into the Bitcoin Compass. Let's talk about how you can learn to read the compass and how you can know exactly where you are in the cycle and also know when you should be selling all your bags. And I mean all your bags, and which also there's a caveat. Yeah, there's always a caveat. You should not sell your bags if we are in a super cycle. And the only way you're gonna know if we are in a super cycle is by subscribing to this channel, clicking the bell notification, or the notifications. If you're on Twitter, there's a notification. Because every Wednesday, where's the poll? There's a poll. You wanna have a voice on when do we do this, on when do we come online? Go to our Twitter right now and vote. You gotta vote on our poll. Let me see, can I find it here? I should find it somewhere. Where is it? Where's the poll? You gotta vote on this poll right here. You got a poll. I'm gonna pick this one because that's the one I like. But there's a fight between 6 p.m. and 10 a.m. right now. So you wanna have a voice. You wanna have a vote. Make sure you click the like, retweet, comment, give all the engagement. I'm gonna even give it right here. LFG. Let's go. You always need an emoji. Come on, you guys know. You always need at least one emoji. And give all the engagement and vote. Let us know what you wanna do. Now let's go into the compass. All right, so what is that you're looking at here? So you're looking at the Bitcoin cycles, the Bitcoin halvenings, and you're looking at how Bitcoin and by de facto all crypto assets behave. So it's very important that you guys understand one very crucial concept. Every crypto asset follows Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin was first, which means that the first fiat on-ramps, the only way back in 2013 when I was coming into the market. I joined the market right about here. You see this little pump and then this little dump. Right about here, I entered the market as a Bitcoin miner. I didn't buy Bitcoin. Immediately, I was drawn into the technology revolution that was taking at the blockchain level, and that is what drew my attention. So I became a miner. And as a miner, that gave me the knowledge, the technical knowledge that I needed to understand how decentralized ledger technologies actually work and how that blockchain at the fundamental level works, and then how is that everything in the Web3 stack is built on top of blockchain. I hope that you follow me so far. So when I entered back then, the first thing that I understood and the first thing you need to learn is that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as an asset class, you gotta put them all in the same basket. as an asset class, they are completely different and they are all mathematically coded to go up. Yes, I said that. Bitcoin and all crypto assets by default are all mathematically coded to go up because Bitcoin has halvings. And immediately I got some guys saying, but wait a minute, that is Bitcoin. Pepe doesn't have a halving. How will Pepe go up if Bitcoin is the only one that has a halving? Pepe has literally nothing back in it. It's fluff, it's hype, it's air, it's only a meme. We all know that from day one. We have been saying that from day one. We love Pepe because of the branding, the mimetic power it has, but there's no real fundamentals backing it. So how can Pepe, which is a nothing coin, for example, go up if Bitcoin goes up? Because at the beginning, you gotta go back here. We have to go back to the beginning. So some people may be looking at this and immediately they say, he has the chart wrong because he's counting 5 halvings when we only have had 3. I see 5 halvings when every green line means a halving, but we only had 3 halvings. Why do you see 5 lines in the chart then? Let me tell you, because you need to count inception. This is inception. This is the day. This is Satoshi coming and deploying, right? 2009. So I'm throwing a line a couple months because you gotta leave it. You gotta give it wiggle room. So you can argue that the pizza transaction even is the right place to put it, but I have it in a place that I feel comfortable with it because the relevancy is not so much from here. It's what happens after, but you need to account for it nonetheless to have a proper read, okay? So we got crawl out of the grave. We had a pullback. Then you can argue first BTC halving is not really a BTC halving, it's the inception halving, right? What I call the inception Genesis block, right? Genesis block, we start at what, 50 Bitcoin, I think it was at the beginning, or 100, 150. I gotta remember, I don't have the numbers in front of me either way. So you pump first bull market, first bottom base. And at the first bottom base, we started forming a structure. And we started forming a formula that at the time we didn't know about, but now looking back, we can see it clearly appear in the chart, okay? So what I was saying is like you have the halvings, and then you have halving 1, halving 2, halving 3, and then this is the next halving. This is what I was telling you earlier about April next year. So now that you look at the chart, you can see the halvings. Why the halvings are so crucial? Because the halving means that the reward that is given to the miner every 4 years or every X amount of blocks, there is a halving. And when this halving takes place, when this halving happens, the reward that every miner is given for validating transactions and putting them into the blockchain is halved. That's hence the word halving, right? It's halved. So it started at 100, then 50, then 25, and it continues to halve. Or it started at 50, then 25. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Why I don't remember the number? Should know these numbers. For some reason, I'm trying to get it into the hot index of my brain, but I can't. Either way, what you need to understand is that in Bitcoin, thanks to that fact, that makes Bitcoin mathematically coded to go up. I will say that again. Bitcoin is mathematically coded to go up. Mathematically coded. So that means that, but Bitcoin is not mathematically coded to go up every day. Bitcoin is not mathematically coded to go up every week. Bitcoin is not mathematically coded to go up every month or every year. And that's the problem with most people. And this is why it's so important you understand this. You must understand this, because this is the fundamentals of all the bases of in all your journey in the Web3 space, regardless if you came in because you like an NFT or regardless if you came in because you believe in decentralization. No matter the reason why you're here, you must understand this, because this is the fundamentals. This is what holds everything together. Bitcoin is mathematically coded to go up. So if you come from stocks, if you come into crypto, and this happens to a lot of people, they come from stocks, and they were used to trade in stocks, and they were used to trade gold and other assets and commodities and silver and iron and aluminum and all kinds of raw materials. And Bitcoin can be classified in that category because it's the raw materials of the digital era, the raw materials of the digital phase, the raw materials of the digitalization, the decentralization, the transferring of power from the few into the many. That is what blockchain and this every decentralized ledger technology you see around, Ethereum, Litecoin, Solana, Arbitrum, that's what they bring to the table. Bitcoin is the only one that is mathematically coded to go up every 4 years, but Bitcoin was also the first. And every fiat on-ramp came into Bitcoin. So think about this time. Think about the beginning. Think about the inception. Ethereum didn't exist here. Litecoin, nobody else existed here. So in this cycle, the basis for everything took place here. And several key conversations took place that way. Several key decisions were made back then too. And the result of that is that now we have a perfect asset class that is a store of value that is better than gold, way better than gold, transparent and fair, that kickstart this bull cycle. Then we go into cycle number 2. All the fiat, all the money is coming via, all the money coming in, all the money via Bitcoin. And then comes cycle number 2. Right here, I start to. No, right here is when I enter here, not here. So here is when you start to see forks and Litecoin, I think, and Dogecoin even, and several of those initial OGs started to appear. Several blockchains that are not even around even started to show up. Everybody a fork of Bitcoin. Everything, and that was the new toy of that cycle. Also, learn this. Always, I'm gonna across my streams, I'm always dropping nuggets of knowledge. Every cycle comes with a new toy. Every single cycle, every time you hit a green line, there has been a new toy in development. By the time we get to the green line, which is the halving, there is already a new toy in the space. At the beginning, the toy was forks, Bitcoin forks. In this halving, which is the 2017 halving, right? We had ERC20s, Ethereum, smart contracts, the birth of DeFi, remember? So that was a beautiful bull cycle. I remember it like it was today. And then we got our 2020 bull cycle, 2021 bull cycle, right? Which is the NFT. So we had Bitcoin forks, toy number 1. ERC20s and DeFi, toy number 2. And then NFTs, toy number 3. That was last cycle's toy. Now the question is, what will be next cycle toy? What will be next cycle toy? So the next cycle toy will be ordinals, BRC20s, BRC7 to 721E. 721E, BRC 721E. We spoke about it earlier at the first section of the show. All right? So every cycle comes with a new toy. With that said, okay, back to the beginning. Back to the beginning. So what do we have here? Beautiful bull cycles mathematically coded to go up, because we're not coded to go up in 1 week, 1 day, 1 month. We're coded to go up in 4 years. And now that we know that, with that knowledge in our hand and knowing that all the fiat came through Bitcoin at the beginning, now it's not the case. But at the beginning it was, and that created something very unique, which means that every pair, when the forks came around back here, when the forks started to show up, they had no way to build fiat pairs. They had no exchange wanted to touch them. Everybody was only about Bitcoin. Several of them still are only about Bitcoin. How they solved that problem? They created liquidity pairs into Bitcoin, with Bitcoin becoming the main pair. That's why when you look at Ethereum, when you look at every major coin, that is always traded against Bitcoin first, causing this perfect dynamic that now you can place every single asset. You see all these right here flying under? You can place them all in one basket. And that is one asset class. And that asset class is mathematically coded to go up, because while only Bitcoin is the one that has the halvening, since every other asset class has a liquidity pair into Bitcoin, that causes that when Bitcoin goes up, Pepe goes up. And when Bitcoin goes down, Pepe goes down, because there is their pair. And you may say, but Pepe doesn't have anything to Bitcoin, but Pepe has a pair to Ethereum, and Ethereum has a pair to Bitcoin. It does not matter. When the tide goes up, every boat goes up, and when the tide goes down, every boat goes down. Reason why on this channel we only look at Bitcoin. I don't need to chart nobody else. I don't need to look at any other chart. I just need to look at my compass. That's it. I just need to look at my compass. Because when I look at my compass, I know exactly where I am at in the cycle, and I can take educated decisions, intelligent decisions. I can look at what's truly happening, and I can know where I am at. I entered here as a miner, and I was collecting Bitcoin all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. And when I got here, I started buying more. I started buying. Why? Because we were looking, and in my mind, I was thinking we have 1 year into the halving. So let me close that app. There's an application that keeps crashing and crashing. Let me get rid of it so that it doesn't keep crashing. So I immediately said, wait a minute, I didn't know. I was a newbie. I was still considered a total newbie around here. I was learning so much. But nonetheless, see, I had to close the whole camera. Now that camera is not up. That camera was crashing. So, and I was thinking, wait a minute, the halving is coming. The halving is coming, so I should start buying some stuff before the halving, because after the halving, we're going to go in a bull cycle, because I already saw it happen twice. So halving, bull cycle. Well, once, but I was you count inception. So inception, bull cycle, halving, bull cycle. So I was like, the halving is coming in a couple months. I didn't know. Being full transparency, full honesty. Back then, we're talking 2015, 8 years ago. I didn't know that I had to buy 13 months prior to the halving. I was actually buying maybe 8 months, 6 months to the halving, but I was buying. And I was not disciplined. I wasn't not DCAing in. I was just buying. I was just buying. And every day that I could, and if I had the money, I will buy. I will sell some of my mining earnings from Bitcoin and I will buy stuff. Then we had the DAO hack around here too. If you guys remember the DAO hack. You guys remember that? Ethereum, the birth of Ethereum, the birth of DeFi, the birth of ERC20s. I became an avid when we hit the halving, right above the halving. Around here, I want to say, if I am honest, around here, not on the top, but around here is when I became an avid ICO investor. ICO, ERC20s being the new toy of the time. I became an avid ICO investor. I did ride a couple off to the top. I did take profits in a couple, but I rode most of them all the way down. And down here is when I found out. I was like, wait a minute. Look at the patterns. Look at the structures. There are structures. There is simplicity. There are patterns forming that I can track. And when I realized that, I started buying like crazy here. And I started selling like crazy here. Because now I understood something very simple. And if you're going to learn anything from this channel, if you're going to learn anything from this community, learn this. I am the only founder crazy enough to tell you, willing to tell you when to sell. But I'm not going to tell you when to sell the day that you have to sell. If you're expecting me to have like a big party, today is the day we sell. No. That's not gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna set the standards. I'm gonna lay the basis here on this show today, so that you can understand how I am going to move today. You will know when I will be selling today, and you will know when you should be selling today, and you will know how you know what is the only thing that will keep you and me from selling. And this is not about the Degen apes. This is not about our Mula token. This is not about the things that you see around here, down here, that sometimes you see me kind of talk about from time to time. No, this is across the board. This is about when you should be buying and when you should be selling across the board, so that you can have a stress-free cycle. I enjoy the cycles. I don't get wrecked. I don't get caught with my pants down. I enjoy them. When I am in a cycle, which we literally started one last November, we kick-started the cycle, and since then I've been with my coffee out, my popcorn, my 3D glasses, having fun. And you can see it. I have fun. Because I am not trying to get into the market and out of the market, into the market and out of the market. I'm not trying to day trade. Because when you try to day trade, it's all emotions in. It's very stressful. And you can get wrecked anytime. And if on top of that you're doing leverage, you can get royally wrecked. That is the reality, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to relax. Yeah. We're here to have fun. We're here to make it happen. We are here to look at the times, understanding that this is an asset class that is mathematically coded to go up. And if you have patience, I will say that again, and this comes from somebody that has been here believing. You're talking to somebody who has been here since 2013. I entered not buying Bitcoin. I didn't want Bitcoin to go up. I wanted decentralization. I wanted mass adoption. I wanted to break through the old systems of the past and make way for new systems of the future, and I will argue the present. That is why I started in 2013. So I can speak a little bit about patience, because I have been waiting for mass adoption and the super cycle that will take us there since then. If you want to have a stress-free cycle, you just must learn when to get into the rocket and when to get off of the rocket. And between those 2 points, enjoy the ride, baby. Look out the window. Have some fun. Have some fun. How about that? That's what we should do. That's what I am doing. Because I purchased right here, the bottom, because I cracked the code up here. So now I can safely, I successfully purchased the bottom. So from now I'm only up. I'm already in profits. Even if I get out today, I'm good. Because I bought the bottom, because I understood the cycles, and because I was willing to believe on the true fundamentals of Bitcoin. For once. And now you're looking at the compass. The compass tells us exactly where we at and exactly where we're going. And the pattern is very simple to follow. The compass is very simple to understand. You have cycles. And you have bottoms and tops based on a halvening. And this is what moved the market pre-mass adoption. Once we are into mass adoption, this will no longer apply. But before mass adoption gets here, the market will always follow these rules, mathematically coded in, religiously. When the reason why mass adoption invalidates this is because it's in the word, it's so massive. Mass adoption is so massive, 500 million people transacting every day. 1 billion people, 2 billion people, 3 billion people. The cycle, the effect that a halvening has into a market like our asset class after a super cycle is just a drop in the bucket, and all this will get invalidated and no longer be relevant. What you're looking here will no longer be relevant after a super cycle, but before the super cycle, which is today, is the Bible. This is your Bible. This is your compass. And as long as you know when to get into the rocket, you'll be able to get out. So we got into the rocket following the structures. We found that 13 months prior to the halving, Bitcoin always have the crawling out of the grave move, a 5-wave Elliott wave move that gets Bitcoin out of the bottom grave. So you have it here, you have it all the way. You have it here, crawl out of the grave, and then halvening, then bull cycle. Crawl out of the grave, then retracement, always ABC, halvening, bull cycle. Crawl out of the grave, retracement, halvening, bull cycle. What the heck do you think is gonna happen now? Crawl out of the wave, 5-wave impulse, halvening with a retracement. It can happen either after or before. It does not matter to us. We can readjust the count, but it will happen. And then bull cycle. That is what is going to happen. That is what you're looking at here. And I've been telling you this since back in February when we started doing these shows. So now with that understanding in your mind, you need to understand that here is where we at. And if you are not yet in the rocket, or at least making your way into the launch pad, you're missing out, because you need to get into the confirmation. This is confirmation. So we broke out of the bearish pattern and we are literally retesting. This is the retest. We're gonna go out to print, and you need to get in. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it. I don't know how else. I'm not saying buying. You should have been buying here when I bought, but if you didn't buy here and you didn't buy here, if you don't buy here, when are you gonna buy here? That's just an honest question. If you're planning to buy, if you're not planning to buy, then you're good. But if you're if you're waiting for the halvening, if you're waiting for the confirmation of the bull cycle to get into the rocket, you're gonna be late. Those are the facts. Now you may be asking, why does he has an $80,000 target? Because I'm going to show you the last thing in the chart that we haven't spoke about, which is these zones. You see these blue zones? These blue zones is what reveals something that pretty much nobody talks about, but it's very important, and every degen should always keep in mind. These blue zones represent what we have deemed the 5.3 formula target, which is 5.3 because Bitcoin on every pre-super cycle, because if we're in a super cycle, none of these matters, but unless we will not know that yet. We're too early to know that. But assuming that this is a normal cycle, assuming that this is just like any other cycle before, we will have a 5.3 diminishing returns happening. And how do we arrive there? Very simple, very simple. We just measure the full move since the halvening. So we got halvening and we measure the full move. So that was what? Oh man, I'm falling blind. 92,000%. Something crazy like that. What is that? What is that? That's, I see 32. I don't see if I see. I'm freaking blind, guys. That's 32,000. That's 32,000%. I need to go get me glasses fast. That's why you see me do some mistakes on the Web3 morning shows as I'm reading my message. Sometimes I'm like, what says there? I'm literally blind. I gotta go get me something. That's for sure. 32,000. Then you divide that. So you measure the move. You divide that by 5.3, and that will give us this amount, 60,000, right? So, and that's where the top got. And then you divide 60,000 by 5.3, and it will give you this target. And just like clockwork, it was so perfect, man, that this has been playing out since inception perfectly. I know that people don't like the current target. I don't like the current target, but this is a metric that has been playing out perfectly. So we must acknowledge it. Here we have the next one. This is the one from the last bull cycle, which gives us this target. So if you divide that by 5.3, it gives us this target, and this target says that the next top on the bull cycle will be 80,000. And if we get to a 5, that will get us to 40,000 here. If we play this move that I'm drawing the map for here, right? So this is what we're doing right now. This is gonna be like that, actually. Now we gotta go find 5. 5 might be even more short-lived. Put the ABC. This could play just like that. Let's readjust. Yeah, let's readjust. This can be just like that, guys. We can have a longer tree. We need to have a longer tree. Tree is what breaks the bull. Tree breaks the all-time high. Get us into the zone. We retest the previous all-time high, and we get to maybe around here. That's what we're looking at based on current technical analysis. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on this $80,000 target, but that is the target based on the technical analysis that we are putting into our compass. But you don't care about the number. You only care about the time. This is crucial, guys. Never worry about the number. So here is how you sell, and we're gonna finish. So we're gonna finish with this. You wanna know when to sell. I'm gonna tell you right now. First, I'm gonna tell you when you buy. As long as we have not gone through one super cycle, if we go through one super cycle, this no longer applies, but if we don't go through one super cycle, this will continue to play out forever until we hit a super cycle. With that said, non-financial advice. I'm a monkey on the internet, by the way. This is a monkey on the internet. Not financial advice. So, 13 months. I say 1 year because it's easy to remember, but 13 to 14 months prior to the halving. That's why on October 31st, I said, I'm going to start buying. Because it was election month and I knew it was going to go down hard. And it did. And it did. So 13 to 14 months, you divide, how much you want to buy. Let's say that you want to buy $10,000, just to say a number. You grab $10,000, you divide it by 60, and you spend 2 months purchasing. You will effectively buy the bottom one of those days. You will be buying all the bottom throughout those days. So you divide by 60, whatever amount you want to put in, and you DCA in throughout 60 days. That's how you enter the market. Now, once you do that, you tune in to this channel, you subscribe, bell button, like everything we do. You sit back and you relax, you grab your cup of coffee, and you just enjoy the ride. There's nothing else to do, honestly. 13 months prior to the halving, you buy the bottom. And then you just have fun. You grab your coffee, you grab your popcorn, you enjoy all this ride. Oh, is the halving yet? I don't care what people are saying. Have we gone through a halving? No. I'm not looking to buy shit. Why? Why should I sell anything? And that goes to everything. That goes to tokens, to NFTs, to ordinals, to artifacts. Everything. Why will you be selling anything at the beginning of the bull? That makes no sense to me. I'm here to make educated, intelligent decisions. And logic and common sense tells me that I should be selling after the halving somewhere. When? Well, we hit the halving, we're going to go through a bull cycle. Same again, 13 to 14 months. Count it. Count it. How many months from this? Okay, let's go back. How many months from here to the top? This one is the only one that doesn't apply. That was too impulsive. This one was shorter. Well, when you start to count from here to here, this is 1 year. 1 year, 13 months, 14 months. 1 year, 13 months, 14 months. You'll be fine. 1 year, 13 months, 14 months. You do that. 13 months. Oh, we're 13 months after the halving. You don't care about the price. You don't care if everybody's telling you that this is going to the moon and beyond. Are we in a super cycle? Are we getting true mass adoption? If the answer to that question is no, then you just go to your favorite exchange and you sell everything. Well, you divide by 60 again. Once again, you DCA in and you DCA out. You grab all your bags, you divide by 60 and you DCA out. Now, you may want to keep a moon bag in those projects that you have faith in the fundamentals. For example, the Degen apes. You have to keep at least one ape because you don't want to miss access to the community. You don't want to miss access to the wallet. You don't want to miss access to the Degen reply tool. You don't want to miss access to the Degen AI art tool, to the Degen GPT, and all the perks and all the knowledge or the education, all the things we have here in the community for you. So you don't sell the Degen apes, but you sell everything else. You sell everything else, baby. And with that, I'm going to finish telling you one thing. Before the halving, you will see me talk about when you need to sell a lot. And I will be telling you when to sell 13 months after, when to sell 13 months after. Unless I tell you that we are in a super cycle, you sell. Unless we tell you that we are in a super cycle, you sell. When? 13 months after. 13 months after the halving. 13 months after the halving, you, my friend, sell everything you got. You divide by 60 and you sell, unless, that's why you have to keep tuning in every Wednesday. Why? Because if we are in a super cycle, believe me when I tell you this, I have the knowledge and I have the expertise to be able to see if that is happening. And if that is happening, we hodl, because We are in a super cycle, and now that is uncharted territory. And as pioneers and trailblazers, we must ride it all the way to the top. So let's go. And make sure you tune in. Keep glued to this channel and stay on the loop, because I will tell you, but now, once the halvening is here, I will change my tune. I'm telling you today, so I don't want no shit later. After the halvening, I will not tell nobody to sell, never. You will not hear me tell you sell. I am telling you buy. I'm telling you, we're in a bull cycle. This is what we're... After the halvening, you will not hear from those lips that you should be selling, ever. Because I am a public founder. I should not be out there telling you that you should be selling our competitors' coins and NFTs, because that is frowned upon. Everybody want me saying that you should be buying, not selling. So after the halving, when everybody's on full bull cycle mode, you will not hear me say, hello. I will say it again. You will not hear me say sell after the BTC halving. From now until then, I will say it many times. After the halving, I'm trying to be responsible with my community, but I also must act as a responsible founder into the eyes of the whole space. And I should not be out here telling you sell everything, right? Everybody want me to say that you should be buying their stuff, right? And that's fair. I understand why, right? We all want to make it. We all want to make it happen. Now, I will see you in 8 minutes at the top of the hour. Web3 Morning Motivation Show. I have a very special message for you. Don't miss it out. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy, Degen Forest. And I will see you again at the top of the hour. For now, I'm just going to leave you with this beautiful song.
Coming up, bad news for savers, as even those with high-interest savings accounts are seeing their money disappear thanks to inflation. But first, we'll detail every possible thing you could die from. He's a rational investor, dividend digester, saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields? That's never the case. He's seeking 6% return. Slow and steady wins the race. When he checks his accounts just to see what they're fielding, it's like driving in Maryland. Ain't nobody yielding. What is he to do? He shouldn't be in a drought. So he visits his advisor just to sort it all out. Inflation's higher than your bond rate. That's what I was fearing. So your savings account is slowly disappearing. Your CDs are pointless. That's not very funny. What would you like me to do? Put it all in dog money. Dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money. I'm trading it in for dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money. My 401k is now a 401k now. The sum of my net worth ain't no longer in a straight line. I'm making small moves. I ain't gonna be a pawn. I sold my IRA and bought an NFT of one. All in on Doge, I dish them out like a Tommy gun. You think I was statehood the way I'm passing on Washington? I feel like Matt Gates, you know what I mean? Assuring everybody it's above 18. It's a modern day gold rush. The prices will boom like Reggie White burst the oil as I'm headed straight to the moon. My broker's calling, you know that it's on. Buy dog money, don't stop till it's dawn. 1 more airbase, 2 more museums, 3 more walls, 4 more Supremes, 5 more stadiums. We're all out of fiat. Can you take trillions of these and go and make a zero? We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money, dog money, dog money. We traded it in for dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money.